The two sisters on the way to work. We told y'all we was gonna be here every single month. What's going on? Welcome my co-host Regina. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Everything good this morning?
Everything is good, man. Everything is good. Glad we decided to do it a little bit earlier. But again, we got some great topics today, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into it because y'all know we don't like to be before y'all too long. So going into the first thing. I seen a post that's trending right now on Instagram with 50 Cent. He said there was a post that said, "Would you trade in your family member for $875 million?" what's your
Wow.
what's your thoughts on that?
My family, it depends
Just
on which
just one
members.
family, one family. Would you trade a family member for 875 million? Like
My
any family
immediate
member.
family.
Now, one of my cousins, yeah, hey, y'all got
That's
to
what I'm
go.
saying. Like my immediate, definitely not. No, probably, definitely not. But like a distant cousin or something, sure. Yeah, run it back, and then we can split it halfway. So yeah, I would
It, de- it
definitely.
it depends on what I'm trading them for, because uh
Yeah, that's
it's a
a
lot
whole
of
nother
that's
discussion. Yeah.
right. But the answer for me, I would probably say no, just because I don't know what you mean trading. And then once
Yeah,
once
I
you
mean, if
hand
they're
them
just
over,
saying, good morning, thank you. If they're
good
just saying
morning.
trade them and they no longer your family member, but y'all just become instant friends, sure. But if they're trying to trade them for some type of crazy, overseas, or they getting married, something like that, no, I would not do that. Nah, 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 nah. I
Right,
wouldn't be
right,
able to
right.
sleep at night.
Period. So they also saying that, the rapper the baby. I ain't gonna lie. I'm when I first seen him perform, and we talk about the rapper the baby now. When I first seen him
Yeah,
perform in Charlotte, I was taken aback by his performance. Like, me,
like
I've always
good
been in the
taken back.
hmm?
It was in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way, because his
Okay.
energy on stage was just
And
flawless,
you
and he interacted with his audience, like, and it
right?
was in the club. We was in the club, in Charlotte you got to be 21 and older. So
Yeah.
me and Willie, my cousin, we went to the club, and next thing you know, they was about to close. It's like 2 hours before they closed. The baby came out, but at this time he wasn't signed to nobody. He was just doing
Yeah,
his own
this
thing,
is
as an independent
before
artist.
he was famous.
Right. And he was lit. And
Okay.
I went home, downloaded all his mixtapes, all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
before I say, people are saying that he fell off, in my opinion,
A lot of things have happened since then. When did you see him? What year was that?
oh, this
Do
was
you
back
remember?
in this was back in 2011. This was
And
one
that's what
year.
I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like when new artists come out, they gonna give 200% because they want you to go home, download all their stuff, and support them. Fast
absolutely.
forward to now, almost 11 years later, sometimes being a celebrity can get to your head and you saying things that you're not supposed to say.
Right.
And now that we're in a culture where people can cancel you, it's really crazy out here. Like, you can say one wrong thing and people be
He has
like,
done a lot too. The whole situation with Danny Lee, I ain't like that.
can you explain to me? Because I don't really follow him. I just
Well,
know
with
about a couple situations.
Danny Lee, he was on, that's his baby mama, his recent baby mama. So
Right.
they were dating, and then she had a baby by him, but they was on live, and he was like calling her the B word, and he was telling her get the F out, and she was like, he's
Oh.
mad. She was like, he's mad because all he want to do is have sex with me and nut at me. He don't want to use a condom. I don't want to
Oh,
have
my
sex all
goodness.
day. And this was
Well,
all on
I mean,
live.
that's a typical guy, honestly. That
But
is
he
the
but
conversation. But
I just don't like how, as a man, he handled it. And again, she
yeah,
was just
very disrespectful because this is the mother of your child. So do you want any old man talking to her how you're talking to her, and do you want anybody talking to your child the way that you're talking to her? So I mean, it trickles down.
right. And then it was a whole little mess because Danny Lee got a brother, so her brother was trying to see the baby, and I'm just like, this, regardless to how you feel about it, this is gonna be your niece, uncle, or dad.
Exactly.
So y'all forever gonna see each other. So it's internet beef for what? Because at some point y'all gonna have to come together for birthdays. So just
Hopefully, yeah.
keep it off the internet. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Just
hard
and
because
for me,
he's a big celebrity.
but I I know for a fact Danny Lee had, if her brother wanted the baby's number, I don't know if Danny Lee would give it to him, but that man can come see the baby off the internet. It doesn't have to, that's all I'm saying. As men,
Yeah.
why have we, well, not we, but why have society been so subject to everything has to be on the internet and be a show? Because you gonna get your,
Sometimes they do that.
I
Sometimes they
think they
just
did
get
fight and he
publicity.
got beat up.
The baby got beat up.
No.
The brother got beat up.
Yeah.
I don't be following, so I don't know who got beat up. Somebody got beat up, but at the end of the day, it's unnecessary. Everybody out here grown. If you don't know how to have a conversation with them, don't talk to them. Like, I'm real big on energy. If you got bad energy, I will not be around you. Like, period. Even if that
Facts.
is your dad. If your dad is out here treating me disrespectful,
I'm
I'm
leaving.
not dealing with it. Like, we're not doing that. It's just too toxic out here. So I ain't got time.
And that's why it's important to have your own. I don't know Danny Lee's situation financially or anything like that. So, but I'm just speaking from a generic standpoint. When it comes to relationship, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of women are not coming with something to the table. You're expecting
Yeah.
these rappers, these artists. That's just like, I think her name, what is her name? Saweetie, the one who was dating Quavo.
Yeah. Oh, he
When
took the
when
Bentley
they
back.
broke up, yeah, when they broke up, he took he took the Bentley back. But why can't you afford your own Bentley?
She probably could, but what's the point? I'd rather you just give me $500,000. You don't need to buy me no car.
But I'm saying that's when she went on the show with Carisha talking about, and he asked her how you felt when Quavo took the Benz back. And that's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could take whatever back that he gave, but no one's going to look at and question Quavo's character to say, well, why the F he gave her a Bentley and then took it back after they broke up? Was it never
I
hers?
question that because I didn't understand. Like, if you give somebody something,
Period.
what's the point in taking it back? Like, that's hers. I didn't understand that whole philosophy. And for her, she should have been like, that's fine. He took it. I can get my own. Keep
Crazy,
the car.
man. That's wild. But I did not know one of our childhood pop stars, Aaron Carter, passed away. My condolences to his
Oh,
family. They
yeah.
say that he passed away according to a TMZ article. I remember Aaron Carter from his song, and that's how I met Shaq. I mean, he had several different hits back in 1999,
Yeah.
but we grew up with Aaron Carter playing on the radio. So to see that he
Yeah.
passed away, it definitely,
That's
hit home.
crazy. He's so young. And
34.
I just feel like life is precious, man. So whatever you're out here doing, don't take anything for granted. He will definitely be missed. His brother was on Backstreet Boys, and then,
Yeah.
or was it NSYNC? I can't remember, one of the two. And that's kind of how he started his own thing. But yeah, that's crazy. Much love and
Absolutely.
prayers out to the family for
Absolutely. One thing
his
I did want
healing.
to state is that what they said, allegedly, according to the article, is that he was supposed to go to rehab the day before he passed. And also before he died, he wasn't able to come to amends with his big brother, Nick Carter, that he had beef with. And the reason I'm bringing
Yeah.
this up is because life is too short, y'all. For anyone that's listening in, I want y'all to know life is too short. Nothing is worth your peace, right? You don't want to put
Right.
yourself in an environment to be disturbed. I was watching a TikTok yesterday where someone was talking about they saw how a dad was disrespecting his daughter, and the mother was like, well, that's your dad, you gotta,
Wow. No,
you know
ma'am.
right. So I'm saying that to say, don't allow anyone to interrupt your peace and interrupt your joy and your happiness. But at the same time, I think at some point you do need to come to the table either with that person or in a text message or a phone call and just let them know this is where we part ways and this is why. Don't leave things unanswered because
Yeah. Because a lot of people be like, why you stop talking to me, or what happened? And if you don't tell them, they're not going to be able to fix it. So,
absolutely. And if you don't want them to fix it, that's fine too. Just because you come to the table with someone about a situation, that don't mean that you have to leave that table shaking hands or going to eat dinner every week. That just means that you sat at the table with them and let them know how you felt about the situation and why you no longer talk to them. That way they can
right.
know that what they need to fix in future relationships with whoever, because it won't be with me. I ain't gonna let you
It's too
come
late.
back. Yeah, forget all that.
I'm at a point where we all should be grown, and it shouldn't be too many mistakes. Just saying. So
Right,
that's kind
right,
of where I'm
right.
at.
So going into maybe our last subject before we both head into work, Nick Cannon is expecting his 12th
Mm.
baby. His 12th
Yeah, that's
baby.
kind of insane to me, and I just think it's nasty, but it is what it is.
I remember Nick Cannon because you know he has a show. I think it's on Peacock. I don't know if you guys stream on Peacock, but he has
Yeah.
yeah. He mentioned where he always wanted a big family. He grew up in a big family, so I don't think it's disgusting. I honestly, if I was a dude, I would honestly be
Girl,
popping babies
so
too.
you didn't hear his podcast where he was like, a lot of women out here be steak, and for me it was like,
I
you're
seen
out
that.
here having a lot of unprotected sex with a lot of women, and these are just the 12 or how many baby mamas he got that are pregnant. And for me, I think people need to respect their bodies and not just be out here sleeping with any and everybody unprotected. And he said that he never got, any disease or nothing good on him, but at the same time, it's like, but is that really true? I'm
We
just
don't
saying,
know.
like,
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we don't.
yeah,
I
and I
don't.
feel
I
bad for
can't.
Mariah because it fall back on her. She's an icon. We only know she married him. She had the two twins. This lady is a living legend, and they divorced, and then he out here just kind of do whatever he wants. Even though they're not together, it still reflects on her. And
And
I
see,
just
that's
feel
a
bad for her
question
because
that
I
I
know
have
people
for
come to her
everybody
like,
listening
"Girl,
in.
he having another baby. He having another baby." Like, it don't
But
have
what
nothing
does
to do
that
with
have
her,
to
but
do
it
with
do because
her? That has nothing to do with her.
her children are a part of this new family that he's creating. So it still has to do with her because she's still involved if she chooses to be. That's why.
If a man has multiple children and we got children together, I would want my children to know their siblings, and that is that. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, he out here sleeping with everybody. I don't think what a man does should fall back on I don't think what a man does should fall back on the woman he once dated. That's not fair to the woman because what women do, no one is attaching that to the man. If a woman goes out and sleep with multiple people and have, let's say, 3 or 4 baby daddies, no one's saying, oh, I feel sorry for Nick Cannon or I feel sorry for Joe because Joe that's one of his baby mamas and she out here with everybody.
Yeah.
We are quick to
I feel
associate.
what you're saying.
Yeah, I just, but the stereotypes of
I
the
understand.
stereo yeah, the stereotypes of relationships in general, women will be crucified for doing something like talking to multiple people at one time. But let a man do it. Oh, that's a man. That's what a man does. Let a man, most men, they are visual creatures. But let a woman say she's a visual creature. It's like, what? You supposed to have more morals, more. Well, why are we?
It should be equal across the board, yes, but that is not a society we live in. Yes, it should be like that. It's not going to be. So that's why a lot of women keep what they do on the low, like my girl Ashanti. We don't know who she dating, but she out here Boston living, but we know she got somebody on the side, and it's secret because if you do put out there you're dating someone and then they're gonna associate with you with that person forever. It don't matter if y'all broke up 20 years ago, like her and Nelly. How old was that? But anytime something pop off, she must be talking about Nelly. She must be talking about Herb. So
Facts.
it is what people just gonna tie people together. That's why you gotta be careful. That's
You
why if y'all
definitely
wanna know who
do.
I'm dating, y'all ain't gonna find out.
That is true. You have to be careful who you're dating because you can easily be attached and associated with whatever they got going on, and you may not like that. That is true. I can agree with that one. I can agree with that one.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
tell you.
well, hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in today, this morning. We are here every single morning. You can listen to the playbacks on Clubhouse or on YouTube every single day. We repost to YouTube. Yesterday we posted our little snapshot of our trip on Miami. So go to our YouTube, which is called Two Sisters on the Way to Work, and also follow us on Clubhouse. If you're not, again, turn on the notification bell, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.